Hey everyone, welcome back to Body Bags. It's a theme week. Our theme this week is international horror. So essentially, every one of us has picked a country, and that's what we're going with. I picked Japan. I love Asian horror, so it was kind of a no-brainer. So the choice that I've made for this movie is sort of an interesting one. I picked The Sound of Summer. It's from Unearthed Films. Came out in 2023, at least over here, a 2022 film. What makes this interesting is it's set in Japan, it's filmed in Japan, it's all in Japanese, all Japanese author, like actors, but it was written and directed, and I think edited. It was edited, written, produced, and directed by a British guy who's living in Japan. They call him Guy. You may also know him as Guy Pearce. He directed The Rope Maiden and what was that other thing? Is Difficulty Breathing or something it was called. So it's almost kind of like an international film in a way. But what this is about summer in Japan gets really hot. Like, really hot. And they have cicadas, which make this high-pitched noise. Essentially what this is a body horror film. You get this girl, and she essentially starts believing that she has cicadas in her body. Now, does she actually have them in her body? I don't know. The thing is, this is going to go slightly into spoiler territory, but not really. It's on the cover. There's this guy who's like a creature. I don't know if this is all in her head or if there actually is this guy that's a creature. It's never explicitly stated. But essentially, she believes, she's hearing all the cicadas. It's really bothering her. She goes to a doctor. The doctor essentially blows her off. I don't know why, because literally, that's how she comes in, and big gashes and and she's like, I feel itchy, and he's like, just ignore it, sort of thing. It'll get better. He thinks it's all in her head, and it's like the cicadas are bothering her and everything. When it's quite obvious there's something more, this should be taken more seriously. She's literally ripping pieces of her skin off and everything and pulling things out. She has a little box, and she's like, these are cicada particles, and they're just little pieces that she's pulled out of various places in her body. I'll leave it at that for that. The effects in this are very solid. Nice, and as a good body horror should be, wince-inducing. You see something and you're like, no, don't do that. And then they do that. Good flick. Really good flick. What do I rate this? I don't know. This is a 75-minute movie, so it's not super long. But what it does is it's very effective in just... Let's put it this way. This is a less pretentious version of that movie Bug that William Friedkin did. So I like this more than I do Bug. So let's just put it like that. The fact it's set in Japan is a nice twist, because this is something that, set in America, or in the West, if you will, I don't feel it would have had as much of an impact. It's just, this woman in this small place essentially ripping herself to pieces to get out what might be imaginary bugs. It's creepy. And it's a great collection. It's a great to add to your collection, especially if you're a big body horror fan. For a rating, I'm giving this like 8 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I love unearthed films. Honestly, I haven't been disappointed by a thing they put out, um, except for the stuff that I don't watch, because there are a few that I picked up simply because they're part of like the collection. Namely, that Unearthed Classics collection. I pick up all of those. There's two of those movies I have no intention of watching. Not interested in all, but they're part of the collection. So I'm just saying, this I watched, and damn it, it was worth it. If you're if you're bothered by bugs, maybe you shouldn't watch a particular one, but it's good. It is what it is, and get it. I'll just say get it. So yeah, 8 out of 10. The Sound of Summer. Have a better look at that. You know, the creature there. Have a better look at some of the gore and everything. A decent amount of features. They have it's like a talk show type thing, and it's I don't even want to call it talk show. It's like after like the premiere, and they're talking with Guy, um, Shozin Fuzuki, who did Fukui, who did Rubber's Lover and Pinocchio 962 or whatever. And the people who did this movie called Loud, I've never heard of Loud. They're like a Japanese filmmaking duo or whatever. Quite interesting. It's about, it's like, I think it's over an hour long. It's a good length. So, take that for what you will. So yeah, Sound of Summer, 8 out of 10. Definitely give it a shot. That's it for me. See you next time.